I went to Montreal with my daughter there when but with my bad French, and my daughter was learning French, and the whole point was for her to like try to some of her
can I try one more time?
elementary French, but she was too afraid to do it. So she just.
So they just like flat out the whole time?
He was moving pretty fast. I'm not sure how he got that score.
You're looking the wrong way, Wilkins.
I was there in 1991.
No, you just pause upside
My one was podcast. But yeah, it was great. I was on a dairy farm.
411, dude, you're ripping.
So this is maybe your yoke, so it's like kind of your main way of controlling the airplane crab. So if you turn it like this, the wings are going to rock to the side, and then if you pull and push, that's going to adjust the pitch of the aircraft.
We're gonna do one more.
So to turn, you kind of have to do
I don't know how to go though.
both of them a little bit, so you'll turn the wings and then pull back, and it'll make the plane turn, and then you'll use this as your throttle. So this is going to be all the way idle, so you're using least thrust, and this is going to be full throttle, so that will kind of accelerate
Harry,
really
can you
fast.
press P?
I see they keep it. Do I have to keep it or I can
You can
Right here.
do whatever you want with it. It's the strategy, like when you want to pull it out, when you want power, when you want to kind of slow down.
But the strategy is to keep it.
Generally, I've found that like keeping it about the same works pretty well.
Okay.
And then
Pedals, I don't
the pedals, those are just going to be used to kind of keep you straight on the ground.
Mistake I made. I was
Yeah, dude, I was going too slow in the straight.
I was doing like constant speed so I could get all the marks, and then I started speeding again. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make it.
See everything okay? See the headset? Just like you
I feel like a lot of drift.
Yeah. So you will accelerate, and then it'll give you an audible cue that like you're at 140 knots. Rotate.
Okay, so should I take it?
You wouldn't know that.
You said 140?
140. There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, 626. Slow. It's not too bad.
I made it.
That's
I'll try another one. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got time. I was going too slow on the straight. Gotta work on my straight lines.
So how are they doing? Are they
doing-
learning quickly or?
Yeah, they're learning really quickly. Really impressive, actually. Took me a long time to figure it out, so they're doing really well.
So part of the story is we're exploring the cognitive similarities between pilots and race car drivers. Do you
Yeah.
see them?
Yeah, for sure. Like, there's kind of just like the inherent, like, they just know like that they slow down, they're gonna go tighter turns. It's kind of hard to explain, but they're doing like really well. They kind of pick it up really quickly, and yeah, it's really impressive.
Nope. Yeah, you got it. You turned too fast, basically. Your guy blacked out.
Ah, okay.
No blood in the brain anymore.
So,
Kind of to hold your breath. Yeah.
Harry, what are they training on here?
Currently, we're doing a canyon run in an F-22. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. That's all about all I can say.
I heard you set the second quickest time. How challenging was it to get there?
I think I can get the quickest, honestly.
Oh, the
We just need
quickest.
some more practice, but this is a very cool experience overall.
Of all the simulators you've flown so far, what was your favorite?
This one's my favorite so far, but I think the next one will be pretty cool as well, so I'm super pumped to see it.
Yeah, I was trying to beat you.
Harry, how fast are you going?
I was close. I missed the corner, bro.
I would go like max and mid throttle.
Oh, Harry, the backflip did not work out.
How long have you been doing pilot training, you said?
Just since November. Yeah.
How similar are these to what you're training on?
The first sim is most relevant because it's the same aircraft that I'll learn on, so very relevant. Yeah, it's a bit eye-opening in terms of like the actual feel versus like running Microsoft Flight Simulator at home. So much like iRacing relates to what we do, there's still a lot of differences, and it looks like it's very similar on the flight side.
So you don't think you have one of these F-22s in your future?
I don't think so. That's really fun though. Completed it, but it was slow. And then as I tried to increase speed, it became quite a bit more difficult to try to figure out how much, mid-corner bank speed I could carry.
what about the crosswind one?
Crosswind one was tricky just because it was constantly changing. So one thing in racing is like the conditions, unless some rain or variabilities like that. In the crosswind side of it, it was you just didn't really know what to expect. So you had to really adapt, and you couldn't predict, which in racing sometimes you can do. In this, you really couldn't. You didn't know what was coming. You had to deal with it instantaneously as it happened, and that was tricky. Biggest thing I would say is probably like we have a very quick steering rack in the race car, so you make sort of subtle corrections, and I think that applied directly to the sims here. It was just trying to slow everything down, not try to overcompensate for movements that were happening. It was like bringing that down.
Kind of slow, deliberate
But deliberate, but like also anticipate that there's a little bit of delay flying through the air, as opposed to in a race car. It's maybe more two-dimensional. You steer, you brake, you throttle. Here you're dealing with the rudder and the ailerons, and you're trying to manage a lot more variables at the same time, plus the unpredictability of the conditions, which is